Hello students, Miss Lockhart here. Let's make a symmetrical bug using watercolor paint. So you'll make sure to have your mixed media or watercolor paper, the watercolor paint, and a paintbrush with a plastic water cup, as well as a paper towel. Now notice I am now meeting my corners so that I can fold my paper in half. Now my paper is horizontal, which means it's wide. So I'm folding it in half that direction. And then when you open it back up, it looks like a greeting card. So to paint with watercolor paints, you need a lot of water. You first add water to your paint with your paintbrush and twirl it around and wake up that color, because before the water hits it, it's dry. Once you do that, you can paint a shape on the right hand side of your paper and then close the left hand side on top. And you will see the same exact brush stroke or mark on the left side of the paper now. Let's try it again. So I'm going to make a shape on the right and then fold the paper. When the paper is folded, make sure you press to make sure that the paint sticks to the other side. And there's my second mark. So I'm going to clean off my brush and use a new color. I use my paper towel to wipe off the extra color. And then you need to grab more water to wake up a new color. So I'm going to grab some water and I'm going to wake up this blue. So you have to use a lot of water or else you won't be able to make this symmetrical design. So on my right hand side of my paper, I draw marks, and then I'm going to close my paper and press on my left side, and then open it again, and you will see the exact same marks you made on the right side on the left side. It's called symmetrical when it's exactly the same on both sides. So make sure you only paint on the right side and then fold and press. And you can create any kind of bug design that you want. It can be a butterfly, which would be like painting the number 3 on the right hand side and then folding, and you'll see the shape of the butterfly. Or you can just come up with your own fun bug design, and that is what I am doing. So I'm using orange now. I cleaned my brush first, and then I grabbed a lot of water to wake up the orange. And I'm going to draw a few marks here and fold the paper and then press the paper. So it's really fun because you get to make a nice symmetrical painting. So you can add more detail in the middle of your bug shape. You can really do any kind of design that you want. Just make sure to only paint on the right hand side and then fold it. So that way it is symmetrical. Now I'm going to clean my brush and I wipe off my extra color on my paper towel, then the water cup. Okay, yellow. So anytime I use yellow, I really want to make sure my brush is clean first because the yellow is very light. And if you have some dark colors, you might really mess the yellow color up and make it darker and it won't be as bright. But you can clean it, it's not a big deal. But just make sure you clean off your brush before you use yellow. And now I'm going to be adding some more marks, and these are kind of like little yellow feet for my bug. And then I'm going to press it down. So a little bit of the paint and water spilled out on the edge here of the paper. So I use my paper towel to clean that up. It's always good to have paper towels around. And wherever you see more space, you can add more fun details to your bug design. So I'm going to clean my brush. And what other kind of fun details? What color have I not used yet? I'm going to use purple. And I have to wake it up first, so use water and swirl it around. And make sure you have lots of water on your brush too. And then you can add some more cool lines on the right hand side of your paper. And make sure you have lots of water on your brush or it won't be symmetrical when you press it down. The water is what stamps over onto the left hand side. And if it's just the paint without a lot of water, it won't press over on the left very well. So just make sure you use lots of water. And now I'm going to use green. So I clean my brush first, and I'm now waking up the green with lots of water inside the green container. And I'm spinning it around in circles to wake up the color. Now I'm going to do a fun curved line in the middle of my bug's body now. And maybe some more near the legs. It's just making a fun design. And your design will be different. Your bug can be creative, and it doesn't even really have to look like an actual bug. You can create your own imaginary bug. And it's just so fun to create symmetry using paint, watercolor paint. So now I'm going to use a little bit more green up here with just doing a little dot at the top. It'll look like the top of the bug's antenna. Press it down. Okay, well, I'm about done painting. Let's see, is there anywhere else? Yeah, I guess I'll add a few fun little dots there on the legs and close it again. Okay, that is about done. If you add too many colors on top of each other, they will blend together to create a neutral color like brown. So if you don't want brown, make sure you don't overlap too many colors. But you can add colors to the white paper, like I'm doing. I'm filling in some more of the white paper with yellow now. And then I'm going to fold it. So this will be my last color of paint. Okay, I believe my abstract, fun, imaginary bug is finished. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry for a good day, at least half of a day. And then once it's dry, completely dry, you can use crayons or oil pastels to create really fun lines and details around your painting to make it look more like a bug or just to have fun and to add more detail. So make sure your detail stays symmetrical. So if you do something on one side, you need to do the same thing on the other side. That is our goal, to have a symmetrical painting that is inspired by a bug, an imaginary bug. So you can see how nice and dark that black is. That's a black oil pastel. I'll be using some more fun, bright colors. I hope you enjoy adding some fun detail and pattern. You can even add pattern to the background. Just have fun with making symmetrical lines and shapes. And you can try to make it look more like a bug at this step if you would like. Well, thanks for following along, everyone. I cannot wait to see what kind of fun, creative bugs you've made up. Or maybe you made a butterfly. I cannot wait to see. Don't forget to add lots of great details, keeping it symmetrical, keeping it the same on both sides. You can see how I'm doing that here. I'm outlining some of the shapes on my painting that remind me of bugs. So the shapes I've outlined kind of make me think of a bug's body or a bug's legs. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more fun outlining here, like with this red. I'm going around the whole larger shape here, outlining that to make it look more like the bug's body, like a beetle. And then I'm going to go ahead and outline these green shapes to sort of look like the beginning of the bug's legs. It's all for fun, just imaginary bugs and creatures. As long as it's symmetrical, that's all that matters. And I hope you had fun experimenting with watercolor paint and learning how to use it in a new way. Thanks for your hard work, everybody.